Okay, we're going to look at a couple of volume exam type questions, the kind of questions you'll most likely get in an exam. The first type of question you'll most likely get is one of your composite volume type questions like this, where you've got two shapes together and you need to find the total volume. Okay. To do this then, split it into two parts. So we've got a cylinder and we have a hemisphere. I'm going to start by finding the volume of the cylinder. Formula for volume of a cylinder is not given in your formula list, it is one you're expected to know, and it is V equals pi r squared h. Now if you have trouble remembering that, it's just like a cone without the third. Okay, so my cylinder, which is this part down here, is pi times the radius squared. The radius is 2.4, and the height, which is 9.5. Type that into my calculator. Pi times 2.4 squared times 9.5, which is 171.91, and that's in metres. Looking at the second part now then, volume of a hemisphere. I'm going to start by finding the volume of the full sphere. Volume of a sphere is one that's given in your formula list. It's 4/3 pi r cubed. Make sure you write it down the correct way. It's 4/3, not 3/4. So it's 4/3 times pi times the radius cubed. The radius is the same, it's still 2.4. Type that into a calculator. Four thirds times pi times 2.4 cubed. Trying to find where the cube button is there, I just use the power. Oh, there it is. Then we get 57.91. Now that is the volume of a full sphere. We don't have a full sphere. We've got a hemisphere, so we've got half of that. So we need to divide it by 2. It's 28.95. Last wee bit then, to get the total volume, I need to add the two together. That comes out as 200.86, still in metres cubed. Now on volume questions, two things you need to be very careful about. Make sure you're putting your units in. There will be one question in your exam where you will not get the final mark unless you have units in. It's quite often in the volume questions, so make sure you're adding that in. The other thing they quite often include in a volume question is rounding. So this is asking for my answer to one significant figure. To one significant figure, that would just be 200 metres cubed. So again, you won't get full marks if you don't answer the question properly. Okay, we'll try another one. The other kind of question that you'll get is one with a part A and a part B, where you're going to use your answer for part A, work out your answer for part B. Okay, so looking at part A then, pharmaceutical company makes vitamin pills in the shape of spheres of radius half a centimetre. Calculate the volume of one pill. Okay, so volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. My radius is 0.5, so I'm doing 4/3 times pi times 0.5 cubed. That comes out at 0.52359. It's really annoying. As soon as I start writing here, my calculator displays 0.5235, 0.5235. We'll stop there. I want an answer to 2 significant figures. My 0 at the start doesn't count because you don't start counting until after that. So I count 1, 2, I'm looking at that 3, it will round it up, so it will stay as 0.52. We're in centimetres, so centimetres cubed. Part B then, the company decides to change each pill to a cylinder. It has the same volume as the original and a diameter of 1.4. As soon as I see the word diameter of 1.4, I'm not interested in the diameter, I want to know the radius. So the radius is going to be half of that, 0.7. And what we're asked to do, find the height of the new pill. So you want to know this part here. Okay. Volume of a cylinder then is V equals pi r squared h. My volume I already know is 0.52. If they give you a rounded, if they ask you to round in the first part, use that rounded answer when you go on to do the next part. Pi times 0.7 squared times the height. Now I like to just get rid of all this and write it as one thing, so I'm just going to do pi times 0.7 squared. So I can get that just as one number. Comes out as 1.3938, 1.53938, 1.5938. That's still been times by the height. My aim is to get the height all by itself. Here it's been times by 1.5398. So to find the height, I want to divide by 1.5938. And remember, it's the one that's moving. I'm going to do the dividing. So 0.5, that didn't work, try again, 0.5 divided by 1.5, can never seem to get the decimal points on this, 1.5938, that comes out at 0.3137, so let's just go for 0.31 centimetres. Okay, as ever guys, any questions please get in touch.